Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Scotty P here with another message for you from Scotty P Inspo. And today, I want to keep this simple, but I want to talk about something that all of us do and happens to all of us, yet sometimes we're not even aware of it. And I want to talk about what are you collecting? And no, I don't mean what does your stamp collection look like or the seashells that you collect on the seashore on the weekends. Nah, I mean, that's cool and all, but we're talking about something different here. And what I'm talking about is what are you collecting on the inside as you go throughout your day? Now, here's what I mean. As we go throughout our day, we experience different things. We encounter different people and different situations, which make us feel different ways. And this is normal. And in many ways, this is a really great thing, because when we encounter a new situation, we pick up new knowledge that we didn't previously have. And we can apply that to ourselves and make ourselves better in some type of way. And this is one of the great things about experiencing and dealing with people in different situations every day. Now, that's the positive side of collecting different things in our lives. However, like many things, like most things in life, there's always two sides to it. And the other side is collecting this garbage. And what I mean by that is that when we're going through our day and say we experience something that hurt us, or somebody says something mean, or an unfortunate event happens to us, a lot of times without even realizing it, we're collecting that experience and we're holding on to it. And we're kind of adding it to this little part of a corner of our heart, and we're saving it there for later. And we don't even realize this. But the problem here is that over time, through the course of a day, a week, a lifetime, imagine all the negative feelings, imagine all the offense, imagine all the anger and all the sadness that you collect throughout your days. And if we're not addressing these things and we're just holding on to it, it's almost as if we're hoarding. And we're hoarding up all these negative emotions inside of us. Now, for many of us, as we know, if somebody's hoarding in a house, it could become a fire hazard because it just takes one little spark to light everything up. Well, in the same way, when we're hoarding these negative feelings on the inside of us, it takes just one little thing, one little offense, one little comment to make us go boom. And that boom can be a variety of things. It can set us off the road of depression. It can send us into anger. It can send us into spells of a lot of different things that aren't necessarily good for us. And many times, once that spark is ignited on the inside of us, it can become very difficult to put out that fire, because that fire is burning with years of anger, years of sadness, years of pain, years of unaddressed feelings. And you can't just take one little positive comment and douse that and hope it goes away. No, sir, you cannot. That's going to take a process. So if we can get to a point where before this happens, we'll be in good shape. But what does that mean? What do we do? Well, there's a couple things. Number one, we have to start becoming aware and cognizant of what we're collecting throughout the day. And we can't allow ourselves to fall into that trap of becoming angry, of becoming super sad when something happens, or beating ourselves up when something doesn't go right. We can allow ourselves to feel that, and that's important, but we can't hold on to it. Kind of take it, feel it, see it, and then say, all right, I'm letting this go now. And when we do this, we're not going to be hoarding, so to speak, on all these negative emotions on the inside of us. And one of the ways that I like to imagine this, something that really helps me, is as follows. I like to think that we have to put a brita filter, so to speak, on the inside of us. Now, as we know, for brita filters, what it does is it filters out that nasty stuff in the water, and then we are left with the good stuff that we can drink. So in the same way, when we're putting a filter inside of us, we're not allowing every negative emotion and every negative feeling that's ever happened to us in to poison our water, so to speak. And now for us, it's not water per se, but you know what that thing is that we need to protect? It's our hope. Because our hope is what keeps us alive. Our hope is what gives us that feeling that we should keep moving forward in our day. Our hope is what drives us as humans. And when we lose hope, that's when things start to get scary. And that's when things start to happen that are not gonna lead us down the right path, the right road. So in order to protect our hope, we've gotta make sure that we're becoming aware of what we're collecting throughout this day today. And it starts with a super simple way of going about it. Maybe just making a little note in your phone saying, hey, today I found that I was collecting a lot of sadness. I'm gonna feel that, I'm gonna allow myself to feel it, but now tomorrow I'm gonna get rid of that and I'm gonna give it away because I know that I don't need to hold on to that. Things like this. And the more that we do this over time, because again, like anything, this is a process, And the more we become cognizant of what we're collecting every day, the more we're going to be able to hold on to our hope and prevent it from becoming poisoned. But above all, we have to make sure that we're just being compassionate towards ourselves, knowing that, hey, this is going to be a process, that there will still be days where we're like, man, I'm collecting all types of anger and sadness and hurt today. I'm collecting it all, and that's okay. That's going to happen. That's part of life. But if you can be cognizant of this and begin the process of at least being aware that you need to filter through it, you're already so far ahead of where you would be otherwise. And many times in life, it just takes that one step to get started, to start changing our mindset. So I want to thank you all so much for checking this out. Scotty P Inspo here. If you haven't seen a video on my social media, check out my website at www.scottypinspiration.com. And also, check it out. I got a new podcast. It's called The Lens of Hope Podcast. You should check it out. I think it's a really great opportunity to learn some things and apply mental health strategies and everyday inspiration to our lives. So check it out. Thank you all so much. Have a good one. See y'all later.